compilation, we're about to turn the tables on you. A leading consumer magazine.
Slowly kisses passing by the river. I've been missing your strawberry. Hey guys, thank you for all the recent support, but let's get into the next story time. This one is called The Bloxburg Beggar. Okay, so one day I was playing Bloxburg and this girl was private chatting me, asking me to be her mom. I was looking for a kid anyways, so I said yes. She kept asking me for money and to build her house, which I obviously said no to. She said if I didn't, she wouldn't be my kid. Another girl was asking me to be her mom, so I said okay, then don't be my child. I saw that the beggar was asking other people the same thing and threatening them. I told the other people not to listen to her and don't give her anything. One girl didn't listen and met the beggar at Pizza Planet. The beggar planned this so she wouldn't see her house and know she was rich. The girl that didn't listen gave her 10 to 70K and the beggar left. The moral of this story is don't give strangers things that you have online. Bye guys! Hey guys, let's do another story time. This is called The Hacker. So one day I was in Roblox and I was a very open person and I love having friends. So this guy added me and once I added him back, I got disconnected from the game. So I tried again and it didn't work. So I reset my phone and tried again. The guy that added me messaged me and I didn't see it because as soon as my phone reset, I joined a game and got disconnected again. So I took a 1-day break from Roblox and I logged in and I checked the message and he sent my email in the chat. This really freaked me out, so I didn't go on Roblox for 2 days. When I got on, I logged out, and I tried to log back in with the correct user and password, and it didn't work. So he hacked me. But I emailed Roblox, and I got my account back, and blocked him and changed my username and my password. This is from a follower. Thank you for your submission, and bye, guys.
When I was little, I found my mom's credit card, and, being a 6-year-old, I saw my mom putting the credit card on her phone, and I knew how she did it. So, I decided that I was going to put it on my phone. So, I put it on my phone, and I was downloading Roblox, because I thought, hey, I can play with my friends here. That day, I spent $2,000 worth of freaking money on Robux. Let's just say a lot of my friends thought I was really cool and rich. When my mom found out, I hid from her for seriously like a day, and then once I got in there, she wasn't mad. She just said I was Captain Robux.
Story time of how I burned down my entire house when I was 8 years old. So basically, we had so many candles in the house, I guess just because my mom was obsessed with candles. I was also obsessed with fire. So every time I seen the candle, I would put my finger in the fire. And no, it didn't hurt me whatsoever. I guess it was just amusing to me. And everybody called me a pyro. So one day I was scrolling on Musical.ly, and on like the Feature Me page, I saw something with a candle. And it was like how to make your own candle or something like that. But you had to make your own candle out of a candle. So I went into my room and I closed my door, and like the first step was melting the candle all the way. So I lit the candle and then I put a piece of paper in there. I don't know why I did, but I did. And the fire started getting so big, so I lifted the piece of paper and I threw it on my rug. And I didn't want to get in trouble for fire on the floor, so I just left my room and left it alone. And I kid you not, just a couple minutes later I hear the smoke detector going off. And my older brother screaming. Part 2 of how I burned down my entire house at just 8 years old. So continuing on with the story, after I hear the smoke alarms going off and my brother screaming, I knew exactly what I did. And I blamed it all on my brother. And to this day, they still think it's my brother. Even though it was in my room, but my family believed whatever I said. Anyways, the whole back side of the house was on fire. And we all rush out of the house. And of course, my mom takes care of it. I'm pretty sure she called 911. Well, duh. Sadly, our 2 cats, 2 bunnies, and 4 hamsters were in the house. And our bird, but our bird was getting ready to pass anyways. I'm not sure how, but the house caught on fire so quickly, and the entire thing just blew up into flames. There might have been something else that the fire triggered to make it more big, I guess. I don't really know how to word that. But we ended up raising enough money to move to a different house because we lost every single one of our belongings. When the house burned down, there was only one wall standing, and it was the wall of pictures of my grandma who passed 10 years ago.
When I was younger, I was in Walmart and I was eating a tube of Pringles and I ate them while my mom paid, but I forgot to let the guy scan them, so I walked out the Walmart and the alarm went off and I just started running because I got scared and my mom couldn't find me because I was hiding behind the newspaper things, and the Walmart people called the police because I was missing, and when I hear them show up I thought I was a criminal, so I left my mom a note on the newspaper that said I went to Mexico to start a new life and not come looking for me, and then I took off running with my Pringles and ran for like an hour, and then the cops saw me walking down the road so they pulled over, so I started running again, and then they were using the car intercom thing and they told me to stop running. So when I did, I thought they were gonna put me in handcuffs and take me to jail, so I was crying and I slapped the officer in the stomach and tried to run again, but he just held me back, and when he asked me what happened to me and I told him, he started crying because he was laughing so hard. And he just gave my mom $2 for the Pringles and he was still laughing when he left. And that's the time I was a wanted criminal.
There's a story time that happened in 2nd grade. So my teacher never allowed fidget spinners, and my friend always brought one to school because that was the only thing that helped us focus. But every time she saw it, she would take it, and she would never return it even though she said she was. So me and my friend, I'm gonna call her Jalen, and my other friend, I'm gonna name her Caitlin. So me, Jalen, and Caitlin all had this plan to sneak into school and take our fidget spinners. So at recess, we had this plan spot behind the tree, and we would all talk about it. This girl even didn't eat her lunch because her teacher took away her fidget spinner. Anyway, we all had this plan to sneak in school and break the windows, go in class and steal all our fidget spinners and give them back to the owners. But every time we talk about it, we'd get caught by this one kid named Nathan, and he would all go tell the teacher. But the teacher didn't care, obviously, because she knew we weren't gonna.
This is a bit of a long one, so get your popcorn ready and get comfy. Anyways, one time in year 4 or 5 I used to play Roblox with my backup best friend. We're not friends anymore, so she'd blow up if she saw this, especially if it had her name in it, so let's call her Lily. Anyways, me and Lily were on Roblox and we were playing our favorite game, Roblox and Life. Because I was a little sad kid, I spent all my pocket money on Robux so I could make my avatar bomb AF to catfish people into thinking I'm pretty. It worked very well, and every time I joined a game I'd get at least 10 Roblox boyfriends in like 3 minutes. When I flexed all my Roblox boyfriends to Lily on FaceTime, she always started to cry because she couldn't get any. I kept telling her to shut up, but she said she wouldn't stop crying until I gave her one of my boyfriends. I found one of the weird Roblox boys in the game that I rejected and asked her to be Lily's boyfriend, and he said yes. She was very happy and I made them meet in the game. Their Roblox relationship got a little bit.
Okay, so this is a new story. So I had this friend and he was a boy. Let's call him Jake. And Jake was my best friend from like kindergarten or something, so we were really close. And whenever I would have a boyfriend, he would be really supportive and he wouldn't say anything bad about my boyfriend. And he had been single for his whole life. And nobody really liked him, I don't think. At least they never said that they liked him. But that's besides the point, right? So out of all my friends, my mom didn't really care if Jake came over. Actually, she was happy if he came over, which I thought was kind of weird. But maybe, I could understand that because Jake was really well behaved, and yeah. I wasn't really the nosy type of friend, so whenever Jake came over, he would always go outside to get water or do something for my.
Story time on how I got stuck in the dryer when I was 5. So it was my 5th birthday and I had a bunch of my friends over. My mom decided that we would play a game of hide and seek in the dark. And of course, me, the little pro at hide and seek, I found the most amazing spots. So I decided to hide in the dryer. I was terrified of hiding in the dryer because I always thought if you hid in the dryer, then your mom would turn it on while you were in the dryer. But that didn't happen, thankfully. So I was in the dryer and then it started turning while I was in it because I was leaning. I was putting too much weight on one side. And then it would start turning that way, and that was terrifying me. But I had to be quiet because I had to win this game of hide and seek. So after 10 minutes, no one even was going near me, so I thought they forgot about me, and they just thought they already found me, and I was terrified. I almost came out, but I didn't. And then someone opened the dryer door. I'm running out of time. Come back for part 2.